Hey guys, Maxman RC coming at ya, and now we're back inside. It is Halloween night, so happy Halloween to everybody. And it is cold as hell outside. Okay, we're done. So here's the thing. I've heard so many things about the Granite Grom. People are going crazy about this thing. The hype for this thing is pretty high. Honestly, I don't have a lot of expectations for this thing. My expectations for this are pretty low. And I mean, for the price point, it's not bad. $129.99, $140, maybe $150 with tax. Might be a little bit lower, might be a little bit higher, depending on where you are. So price point and having it being ready to run, okay, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 on that one. But from there on out, I have a feeling that this thing is going to be no different than any WL toys or HBX that is out there already. Some of these HBX and WL toys, they come with metal components already. They come with aluminum setups. They come brushless, and usually it's for around the same price point, which doesn't say very much for this thing to begin with. Now, with that being said, we also have high-end brands like, for example, Traxxas that have the Teton, for example. They have the little rallies. They have the Mini Summit from Traxxas. That thing is fun. That thing is a 10 out of 10. And honestly, between this and the Mini Summit, I would definitely be choosing the Mini Summit any day. Personally, I don't even want to keep this thing, so more than likely this thing's going to be gathering dust. So either that, or we'll see what happens with this thing afterwards. But let's get to it. Let's take a look inside. Let's see what all the hype is about from here on out. And then we'll compare it to another RC that I have that's a 16 scale as well, and that basically comes ready to run as well. So with that being said, let's pop open this box and let's take a look at it. Okay, so let's start by opening it up. And let's see exactly. It says it includes tough metal gears, which, I mean, like, I believe it. I'm not gonna lie. Even the servo has metal gears. That's pretty cool. Quick release body retention system. Hex hardware, which actually I'll give it points for that. Oil filled shocks, waterproof SLT, LiPo, ESC and receiver. It's a 2-in-1. Go figure. It's something that's pretty neat. Well, that's pretty basic nowadays, I guess. It includes a battery, the charger. So let's take a look at it. Let's pop this guy open and let's see what we got here. All right, first and foremost, I don't know what I was expecting, but it definitely wasn't this. And yeah, I think my expectation for this thing is pretty on point when it comes to it. Yeah, let's keep going. So let's see what else we got in here. All right, so we have the actual car, the Granite Grom. Okay, so it's got decent weight to it. It's kind of heavy. Your basic don't just bash blaster deals. Does come pretty decently protected with the plastic, so let's rip that off. It is pretty okay. The paint job isn't that bad, I'll give it that. It's actually pretty nice. Let's see, how does this come off now? It says clipless body. So is this thing using... Okay, we'll look at the instructions. So let's see what else is in the box. So that's the Grom. We're gonna put the plastic back on. Like I said, I really don't even plan on keeping this thing. I'm not sure what I might end up doing with it, but yeah. So let's take a look here at what else is in the box. I really don't want to damage this box. There it goes. Okay, so we're gonna put the box to the side. Like I said, I really don't want to damage anything. So I'm not gonna return it. I'm not gonna be one of those people. I'm gonna see what else I can do with this thing. All right, so we have, okay, so we have Arrma batteries. There's a little yellow envelope. I'm not sure what that's going to be for. It looks like we have spacers. Okay. Okay, that's an interesting little tool. I thought it was going to be something else, but no, it's a little hex tool. It's actually kind of nice. It's all metal. It has the Arrma name on it. That's actually really nice. I'll give it that. 4 AA's. They do say it is ready to run. Not exactly sure what this is. We're gonna keep going. We'll see what else we find here. Okay, so what's included? I wonder if maybe that's the charger and the batteries inside the vehicle at this point. So let's see what we need to do to open up the body. Okay, we finally got the body off, and I gotta say, I do not like the way they did that. Not one bit. I think it would have been better if they would have kept it clipped. Basically, what you gotta do is you gotta press in on the body to press it in on these guys so you can release it. But here's the first issue. This side, yeah, it's no problem whatsoever. You can easily get to it. But this side right here, guess what? It clears it, but you're hitting the heatsink for the motor. I mean, you're living up. Arrma's living up to what I thought of this car, honestly. So it does come with a tiny little. What is this thing? Oh, it's an IC2 receiver. Honestly, I think they could have gotten away with an IC3, and I know for a fact that they would have never used this, but a Dean's T would have also worked perfectly with these things. An IC2, I swear to goodness. Jeez. Honestly, I am not impressed by this thing one bit. I see that the ESC seems to be mounted on top of the servo, which I can see why they did that for a bigger battery. But I mean, okay, I'm not gonna say that that's a bad deal. Now here requires Spectrum Smart Charger, which I'm guessing it's gonna be this guy in here. Let's see if we can very gently open this without damaging it. It doesn't seem like we'll be able to, so we're not gonna even bother with that. I'm not impressed by this car at all whatsoever. Now, the only good thing, and I know why they did this. The only good thing I can see is that you can fit a bigger battery on here. So I can see why they put the servo underneath the ESC. I'll give them that. But, I mean, I'm not. Let me show you guys one. The Arrma Granite Grom. WL Toys A979. You see the similarities? You see the differences? For $130, not worth the money. You could definitely, you know what? I take that back. It is worth the money, but for $130, you can get something so much better. The WL Toys A979, they retail for around $90, maybe $100, because they're brushed, and they all come ready to run as well. So basically, they come with a full-size motor. There's no mini tiny motors like Arrma does. As always, it does come with a 2-in-1 ESC, which is no surprise. Overall, am I happy with this purchase? No. Could I have gotten something so much better for $140 in the same size comparison? Oh yes, like I said, WL Toys have had it for a while. For a while I've been working on it, which is why it looks like a mess. This one's coming up at around $100, like I said. If you want the buggy, and if you want to go a little bit bigger, 14 scale, I believe is what this guy is. And it's WL Toys 144001, I believe. And brushless as well. 2-in-1 ESC, but unlike Arrma, they were smart and they put the ESC on the top so that you have all the space for the battery still, and they have the servo on the other side. So you don't need any special modifications to change out to a brushless system, because that's where the servo is. No, you can just easily swap this guy out, drop a brushless system in there, and call it a day. This guy, as it sits, retails for around $88, $90, less than $100. Brushed with 2 batteries, the charger, and it's completely ready to run. Completely ready to run. If you want to upgrade to the brushless one, I believe the brushless one runs for about 130 or 150, which again, this thing with taxes was $140. You can get a brushless, a little bit bigger one for 150, and unlike the Grom, this one comes with aluminum shock towers, aluminum shocks, oil filled too, mind ya, an aluminum chassis. I've jumped this thing off a loading dock, and I busted the rear arm. I was able to get 3 arms, 6 in total, 3 for each side. I don't know why they do it like that, but I'm okay with that, for around $15. I had busted the wing. I was able to get a replacement wing with the body for about $10. So we're looking around $25, $30 to replace all the arms, the wing, the body. These guys, personally, I would much rather take a WL Toys than an Arrma at any point, especially when they're doing stuff like this. The Gorgon was a good purchase. I'm very happy with that. But this, you can definitely get something so much better for less than this. That's my thoughts on this thing. Like them, hate them, it's all up to you. So that's about all there is to it. Personally, I don't even want to keep this thing. I really don't like it. Only reason why I got it was, which one's beeping at me? There you go. Only reason that I got it was to make this video.